Good morning, students. This is Murlidhar, lecturer in chemistry. Welcome to our chemistry class. We are studying chemical kinetics chapter. In last class, we have discussed fundamental definitions, order, molecularity, and also we completed pseudomolecular reaction. Today, I will explain first order reactions. Before first order reactions, in your intermediate second year syllabus, we have zero order reactions also. So zero order reactions means how can you notify the particular chemical reaction is zero order reaction means the rate of chemical reaction which is not altered by the concentration of reacting molecules. That means rate does not alter with concentration of reacting molecules and also time. That means here the rate of zero order reaction depends upon the depends upon the external factors like intensity of light, capacity of or strength of catalyst, and also rate of adsorption. That means the external factors like light, we are using catalyst, those can influence the rate of reaction. That's why these are called zero order reaction. Here rate of reaction which is not affected by the reacting molecules, concentration of reacting molecules even with time does not alter with time. Here reaction rate is influenced by the external factors like intensity of light, nature of catalyst, all those things. Such reactions we call as zero order reactions. Simply most of the photochemical reactions are zero order reactions. And decomposition reactions, particularly heterogeneous decomposition reactions, follow zero order reaction. For example, decomposition of HI in presence of gold metal, decomposition of ammonia in presence of tungsten. Those reactions follow zero order reactions. And also in organic chemistry, we studied hydrogenation of alkenes in presence of nickel, palladium, platinum catalyst. That also follows zero order reaction because there is a mechanism involvement of adsorption process. So simply you remember photochemical reactions are most of the photochemical reactions are zero order reactions. Decomposition reactions are zero order reactions. Adsorption reactions also considered zero order reactions. So regarding zero order reaction, we can calculate zero order rate constant, that is Kg, that we will derive now. See, write down please. Zero order reaction. Zero order reaction. So zero order reactions means just now I told you the rate of chemical reactions, the rate of chemical reactions, which are not altered by concentration of reacting molecule. Concentration of reacting molecule. Even time also. That means That means rate depends on external factors. Factors like light, intensity of light, gamma, nature of catalyst, etc. Then these are called this type of reactions. Reactions called as zero order reaction. So examples. Students, you remember examples. General examples I given you here. Examples. Most of the chemical reactions, photochemical reactions follow zero order. That means n is equal to 0. The best example, you remember, H2 plus Cl2, combination of hydrogen and chlorine molecule in presence of sunlight. Here there is a formation of 2HCl. Here this reaction is carried out in open system, not in closed system. Then it follows what we call zero order. In open system of formation of HCl in presence of sunlight, obey zero order. It follows zero order. Open system, not closed system. If it is closed system, then order varies. Order becomes 2, second order reaction. Okay. That is not important here. We will discuss further. Then second one, decomposition reactions. Most of the decomposition reactions, particularly heterogeneous decomposition reactions, follow zero order. That means it is equal to follows zero order. So I give you decomposition of HI in presence of gold metal H2 plus I2. This follows which order? Zero order. In the same way, decomposition of ammonia in presence of tungsten metal, decomposed to N2 plus H2, PH2. So here nitrogen is gas, hydrogen is gas, ammonia is liquid. That's why it is called heterogeneous decomposition. And also I give you last example, that is hydrogenation of alkenes. In nickel, in presence of nickel. So all of you can know this is organic reaction, CH2 double bond CH2 on addition with hydrogen in presence of catalysts like nickel and palladium platinum. You are getting what? Saturated hydrocarbons like alkanes. So this follows which order? Zero order. Why it is all are zero order means here the rate of reaction depends upon the external factors like sunlight, catalyst what we are using. But rate does not depends upon the concentrations of the reacting molecules. That's why these are called zero order reactions. Students, please you copy down. This is the definition. Just now I give you definition and examples for zero order reaction. So after completing this, we are going to solve the zero order rate constant. Derive or derivation of zero order rate constant. Specific rate constant. Both are same. You may call rate constant and specific rate constant. Different in K0. Have you completed this, students? I want to remove this. See, to solve K0, first of all, I give you a chemical reaction. Just a pseudo-chemical reaction, dummy chemical reaction. A gives rise to P is a chemical reaction. Is a chemical reaction. Let you feel it is one of the chemical reaction. Let A gives rise to P is a chemical reaction. Here, rate generally proportional to directly proportional to the concentration of reactant. But in the here in the zero order reaction, what happens? Rate does not depend upon the concentration of reacting molecule. That's why here A power 0. We put A power 0. Mathematically, rate is expressed as dx by dt. Dx by dt. Already you know this dx by dt. Remove proportionality. For that, keep K0 constant. Why we put K0 means K0 means zero order rate constant A power 0. The total expression we call as rate law. Here, anything power 0, it is nothing but 1. K0 into 1. dx by dt is equal to K0 into 1. Any power 0 is equal to 1. See here, dx is equal to this time variable bring to this side. K0 into dt. Integrate on both sides. Integrate on both sides. Integral 1 dx is equal to a0 integral 1 dt. So this is nothing but integration part. This is a mathematics integration differentiation. Here integral 1 dx is equal to, remember students, all of you, 1 dx is equal to x. A0 integral 1 dt means t. Integral 1 dt means t. Like this, integral 1 dm is equal to m. Integral 1 dy is equal to y. So this is the basic formulas in integration mathematics. Okay. What you want to derive K0? K0 is equal to x by 2. So this is called zero order rate constant equation. K0 is equal to x by t is zero order rate constant equation. Okay. After getting this, we are going to discuss the characteristics of zero order rate constant. Characteristics of zero order rate constant. The first one is we are discussing units. Units. What are the units of K0 means? Just now we got rate order zero order rate constant, that is equal to K0 is equal to x by t. X means change in concentration. Change in concentration means mole per liter. Mole per liter by time in second. Overall units are K0 is equal to mole, liter inverse, second inverse. This is the units for K0. These are the units for K0. Mole, liter inverse, second inverse. Then second one. Calculation of half-life. Calculation of TR. Nothing but half-life period. See, what do you mean by half-life? Half-life means the time required for the completion of half of the reaction. The time required for completion of half of the reaction. half of the reaction. That means, see here, that means initial concentration becomes A by 2, half. That means becomes half. X is equal to A by 2. That thing you remember. So T is equal to T half. Then X is equal to what happens? A by 2. Just substitute these values. Substitute these values in above equation. See here, K0 is equal to X means what? A by 2 by see K0 is equal to X means here what is the formula? X by T. That means A by 2 T becomes TR. So TR is equal to A by 2 into K0. See here 2 constant K0 constant. You remove this constant, TR is directly proportional to initial concentration. In zero order chemical reaction, what is the relation between half-life period and initial concentration? Those two terms are directly proportional with each other. That means whenever there is a increase in TR, automatically initial concentration is also increases. That thing you remember, TR relation. Then third one. Third character we are going to discuss. Slope, calculation of slope. Calculation of slope means M. Mathematically, slope is represented with letter M. See, what is the relation? We are getting now? K0 is equal to X by T. This is the first zero order rate equation. So here X is equal to K0 into T. Actually, it is in the form of y is equal to mx. Y is equal to mx. So what do you mean by y is equal to mx? It is a equation for straight line. It is equation for straight line passing through origin or passes through origin. I think LPC students very easy to understand all those things. Origin means 0, 0 coordinates. So see, I am taking now here. I have to draw the graph. I am taking time on x axis, concentration term on y axis. Here y is equal to mx is the equation for straight line. The equation what we got in zero order, x is equal to k0 into t. It is in the form of y is equal to mx. So is the equation for reference equation for straight line passing through the order. See this one. You are getting graph like this. Okay. Here what happens? So m is equal to what happens? K0. This thing you remember. M is equal to K0. What is the slope of zero order reaction? M is equal to K0. That thing you remember. Okay. With this, we completed zero order reactions, definition of zero order reactions, and already we studied. I give you notes, examples for zero order reactions, different types of zero order reactions we have seen now, and also we derive equation for zero order rate constant. What is the equation? Final equation we are getting K0 is equal to X by T. After getting zero order rate equation, we are studying what characteristics of zero order rate constant. That is nothing but what specific zero order specific rate constant. Specific rate constant both are same. So under characteristics, units we discussed, and we go through calculation of half-life period. What is the relation of half-life period of zero order with its initial concentration? There is a direct relation. That thing you remember. And ultimately, we calculate slope. The slope value for zero order reaction is m is equal to n. M is equal to n. So all those things, students, you have to remember. After completing this, the next our sequel topic, following topic is first order first order chemical reactions. After first order chemical reactions, we will derive rate constant, first order rate constant. Okay, that we will continue next class. Students who are watching the video, please subscribe our video. Thank you, Ananda.